This is Matt for Into Boxing. Glad to be joined by Dave Coldwell. Dave, initial reaction to Chris Eubank winning the fight?
I didn't expect that at all. Completely different to what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a much harder fought fight. I wasn't sure he was going to win the fight. But it's a strange one because it looks so wrong what Eubank's doing, and you say, oh, it don't suit him and everything, but it worked so right. And it was shocking to see Liam go over with jabs.
Yeah, I wasn't sure from where we said if he just like walked onto a checkup coming in, but it was like half hook, half jab the way through it, wasn't it?
I mean, listen, don't get me wrong, you can time somebody with a lovely jab that goes down, but these were actually hurting him, and they were registering him, and yeah, it's just the timing and the accuracy of it was brilliant. He done a great job.
Does it look like Liam's punch resistance went in there, unless he's sustained an injury? Because, well, obviously we know Chris, he's got a whack on him, but it did look like, like you said, getting knocked down by jabs. Could his punch resistance just be slowly going there, you think?
Well, you look at some of the fights that he's had, like Liam Smith fights, Andrade fight, where he's took a lot of hammer. That can have an effect on fighters. Weight can have an effect on fighters. You don't know. Ultimately, all we know is that Chris Eubank Jr had an effect on him, and that's what happened. But it was shocking to see. But I mean, early doors against Andrade, he went down. Yeah. So at first, I kind of thought, okay, he's just got to get through those couple of rounds. But it was like every time he was getting caught, it was a strange one.
Where does Chris go from here? Does this open a door for him to start fighting for a world title, or Golovkin and Marat?
I don't know about fighting for a world title. I mean, maybe he needs a world ranked fight as such. Yeah. This is a good fight. But it was a domestic fight, and I don't mean that in disrespect to anyone, but let's see him fight somebody who's had wins at world level. Yeah. And then go on from there. But it's a step in the right direction. But he's not like a young fighter anymore. So he's got to move quick. He needs a big fight. He needs something, and he needs activity. I think that's a big key as well.
Finally, just quickly, talk us through Clarissa Shields' big entrance. Boxwell stayed really calm, where she normally a bit eager, and then I think toward the end she wanted to force a stoppage, but didn't get it. What do you think?
I think to look at her, if you look at her style, way she puts the punches together and everything, and her moves and everything, class, absolute class, looks brilliant. She's not a puncher,
Do you think Savannah beats her?
I do. I thought before tonight. I think Savannah beats her, but I think the difference is I think Savannah would frustrate the shit out of her with her skill and with her evasiveness, and then catching her on the end of the shots. And Savannah can punch. I'd favour Savannah Marshall, definitely.
It's going to be interesting. Let's see what unfolds with obviously Liam, Chris, obviously Clarissa and Savannah. Dave, thanks very much for giving me some time. Appreciate your reaction.